Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with 5 Amazon summertime DIY dupes for you today. So you guys, these are super cute, they're really easy, and I am so excited to share them with you. So let's go. I'm going to start out with some flip-flops. You're going to need 5, I believe. We'll see. I have these small wood cutouts from Dollar Tree. They're so cute. I'll be using those. I have some seashells from Dollar Tree. Going to use the lighter colored ones. I have some nautical cord. I have my Hello Hobby chalk paint in aqua and my Waverly chalk paint in cashew and plaster. And I'll be using some of my little mini colorful Sharpie markers. So we're going to start out by disassembling this flip-flop, and these are just some old flip-flops that, you know, they kind of weathered, kind of worn, that I wasn't going to wear anymore anyway. So I cleaned them with baby wipes, and then I painted them. I painted one in aqua, one in white, and one in plaster. And then I just wrote on them, "The beach is my happy place." So you need, what, 5 flip-flops for that, or 4? I can't count. I think I have 4 sitting there. So anyway, I lucked out on the blue one because it was already blue, navy blue, so I didn't have to paint it. But I did paint the other 3. And I just wrote on there what I told you, the beach is my happy place. And then I put a pair of sunglasses on one, an anchor on the other, the star on one, and then the last one I put the seashells on. Now the Amazon sign had all seashells on all of the flip-flops, but of course it is a dupe, but I had to make it my own, so I put my own little crafty flair on there. And now I'm just going in with the nautical rope, and I'm replacing the part that I cut off with the nautical rope. Again, this is super easy, but it came out really nice, you guys. As always, you know I'm going to ask you to comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite from the 5 that I will be showing you today. Once I get all of the flip-flops decorated the way that I want them, I am going to just hot glue them to some nautical cord, and that's going to be how I hang the flip-flops up, and this one will be done. Again, it was really easy, but it's really cute. I want to say it's my favorite, but I'm gonna wait. So I just took a nice length of nautical cord and did like a little U shape of that cord so that we can get the flip-flops glued down. I'm measuring in between, giving it about an inch in between each one, maybe 1.5 inches. And that's it for this DIY. I love how it turned out, and I hope you do too. Moving on to Amazon dupe number 2, I will be using my white paint marker from Dollar General. We're going to be doing some hand lettering. I am using 3 craft sticks, and I made a little template out of cardboard. I have some various ribbon. I have my folk art in the color pure orange and lipstick red. I have my Hello Hobby in aqua and Tuscan Sun. I will be using the Waverly Antique Wax. And we're going to start out by just rubbing this down with some of the, is it Waverly? I did Waverly Antique Wax on one side, and then I did the Hello Hobby antique wax on the other side, just to see what the difference was. And on camera, you can't really see it, but up close and in person, there is a difference, a very slight variation in color. And I still like the Waverly antique wax the best. So now I'm just measuring where I want my craft sticks to go and where I want my little popsicles to go, because we are doing yet another Amazon dupe for summer DIY. This one is my favorite of the 5 that I will show you today. This one is my favorite. It's so colorful, it's so pretty, and it was really easy to do. I just did a cardboard template just to make sure that all of the popsicles look the same. So instead of freehanding it, I just traced around my cardboard template. And it is hard to see on this stained wood round, but I can see it as I'm crafting it. So I'm sorry you guys can't see the pencil markings, but when I actually fill it in, you'll be able to see it. So I'm doing hand lettering, and I am writing the word hello. And here you see that I have painted all of my little popsicles in. I did a pink, red, orange, yellow, aqua, and then this really, I can't even describe that blue. It's really pretty. You guys do yours the way that you want, but I follow the dupe very closely on this one. So now, again, you can't really see what I'm writing, but I'm writing the word summer. So this sign says, hello, summer. You guys, to everyone that has been with me since my channel started, I thank you so much for being here today. I am grateful and I am blessed to have you here. I think you're absolutely amazing. And to anyone who is new, if you enjoy this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the Cute and Crafty family. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you never miss out on another Cute and Crafty DIY with Dee. So now that I've got my popsicles done and I've got my summer written in, I am going over the pencil marking and I'm writing the word hello in my faux calligraphy that I love to use. This screams summer to me. I mean, popsicles, yeah, summertime. I love it. Now I'm just taking my craft sticks and I'm cutting them in half evenly. Just score it a couple times. It's very easy to do. And then I'm measuring how I want them to sit underneath each popsicle. And I want them to go all the way down to the bottom of that wood round, but not go past that. So some of the sticks, as you can see, will be shorter and some longer, but I love the effect of it. And it turned out really, really cute. I love bringing you guys super cute, super easy DIYs that anybody can do. Now I'm just getting my craft sticks glued down, and I left the popsicle sticks in their natural state because it looks more authentic that way. I mean, popsicle sticks are just as you see them there. So I thought that was a nice touch, just to not even stain them or paint them, but just leave them as they are. Now that I've got everything done on the sign as far as painting and gluing, I am going to make a bow. Just going to do, I started out doing my Olivia bow where I just do loops and then tie them. But this ribbon was a little bit stiff, a little bit hard to pinch together in the middle. So I ended up doing the notched bow method where I cut a little notch on either side of the ribbon. And many of my wonderful DIY I can't even get my words out. This mouth, I'm telling you, many of you guys, my cute and crafty family members, told me to just go ahead and cut on either side and do a notched bow. And I do know how to do that. And I've done it in the past, but I've always liked the loop bow where you tie it in the middle. But sometimes the ribbon that you want to use is just a little too stiff for that. It doesn't pinch well when you try to do that method. So for this ribbon, I actually had to do the notched bow. It came out cute, but it's just not the one I go to. It's not my go-to, but sometimes you have to adapt, and so I did. And thank you to everyone who, reminded me about that technique and suggested that I use it. It came in handy today. And I like wiring my bows to my signs, so I am going to poke another hole at the top right next to the hole that's already there, and that will allow me to wire this bow to the sign. And then I'll just glue the dovetail pieces on. Now I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue and masking tape just to keep it from scratching my wall or my door, whichever I choose to place it, the wall or the door. I don't want it to be scratched. So we're just going to cover that up. And here it is, Amazon dupe number 2. Moving on to Amazon dupe number 3, you're going to need one of these half wood rounds from Dollar Tree, 2 of the tumbling tower blocks, these watermelon napkins from Dollar Tree, some Mod Podge, and pretty much that's it. This one is super easy, but it came out really cute, and I enjoyed making this. So I'm just taking this paper off. You guys know I love to scrape the paper off. You don't have to do that. There are easier ways to do it. I enjoy scraping it, so that's what I do. But you can just flip it over and use the other side and cover this side up with some craft paper, or you can spray it all down with water, let it sit for a little bit, and then it should peel up easily. After I got all my paper off, I took my saw from my miter box and I cut the little notch in the top to make it look like someone had taken a bite out of the watermelon. That added some extra character to it. I love that Amazon did that, and I definitely followed this dupe the way that they did it. So I am taking my napkin and I'm measuring it, just putting it on there to see how I want it to sit. And now I'm taking the Mod Podge and I'm covering this half wood round, trying to make sure I don't miss any spots, getting down in those little nooks and crannies from the bite. And again, I am not the best at Mod Podge, but yet I try. I keep trying. I listen to you guys. I try the techniques you tell me. I'm just not good at it. It's not my thing, but this came out cute. You'll see. I'm using the saran wrap as so many of you have told me to use that to keep the napkin from ripping. So I used it. I'm heavy-handed. I ripped it anyway. It's okay. Once I finish it, you won't even know that I did. You won't see it. Cutting off the excess napkin. And I'm just going to burn the edges off. I do have some water nearby. Be careful if you do this technique. You can just scrape it off with your sander, but I like it. I like doing it that way. I think it's just neat to do it that way, so I did. And now I'm going in with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss, and I'm just going to paint over the pink paint that is on the edge of this half wood round. Then I'm going in with my folk art in the color Lipstick Red, and I'm just going to paint down in those nooks and crannies of that bite, and then straight across the top as well. I love the thickness of this half wood round and the chunkiness of it. And the minute I saw it, I knew that I was going to make something like this with it. It was either going to be a lemon wedge, watermelon, an orange, something like that. It was just so obvious that that's what it should be. And now I'm just going to stack these two tumbling tower blocks together and glue it to the back so that this can be a standalone piece. And to finish it off, I am going to write at the bottom of it in my own handwriting, Sweet Summertime. And we'll call this dupe done. Here it is, Easy Summer Dupe number 3 from Amazon. Watermelon, come on, it screams summer. Nothing like a nice cold piece of seedless watermelon in the summer. I absolutely love it. And I hope you guys do too. Amazon dupe number 4, we are going to make another sign. And I love this one. This is lemons. So I'm going to be using one of the Dollar Tree wood rounds. I have some lemon craft paper, one of the home signs from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2. I am going to be using my Hello Hobby chalk paint in the color Tuscan Sun. And I have the lemon ribbon and the buffalo check ribbon, both from Dollar Tree. And we're just going to paint that home letter or home word and sand it just a little bit. It was a little bright and I didn't want to dry brush it, so I just sanded it down a little bit. Now that that's done, we're going to set it to the side and start on the wood round. I'm just going to paint that with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Just one coat. And now I am measuring out my lines about 1.5 inches apart because I want this to look like shiplap. So I wrote on here, following the dupe, where troubles melt like lemon drops. Now the dupe didn't have the home word on it, but for me, home is my safe place. Home is my soft place to land. So home is where troubles melt like lemon drops. So I did add my own little twist to it, but I'm still calling it an Amazon dupe because that's where I got the inspiration from, and that's what the wording was from. And it was also lemons, of course. So I went in with pencil, and then I went back over it in a Sharpie marker. I drew my lines ahead of time in pencil, and now I'm going in with one of the whittling tools from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to scrape those lines and give them a little bit more definition. If you don't have these whittling tools, you can just use a piece of sandpaper. It works just the same. So after I got the lines all scraped and defined, I went in with a little bit of Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I defined those lines a little more, and now I'm sanding them down just a little bit. Then I took my lemon craft paper and I made a little wavy kind of banner, and I wrote the word lemon drops on that, and I'm going to glue it down with a jumbo glue stick from Dollar Tree. Using some hot glue and some wood glue for the home word for that long-term, short-term hold. We'll get that in place. Then, of course, we have to make a bow. Doing a little cleanup. And now we're going to make a bow. And this ribbon is perfect for the loops and the twine method where I tie it in the middle, because it's very soft and very pliable, and it will pinch together nicely. Using some of that Dollar Tree twine. Dollar Tree has so many pretty colors of twine out right now, way more than they ever used to. So I'm going to use this yellow and white. And be careful with the twine though, because it is a little flimsy. It is, because as you can see, I'm about to break it. When I'm tying it, I'm pulling it too tight, and I end up breaking it, but that's okay. I just put some hot glue on it. There it goes. So I just cut the other piece off and put a dab of hot glue on it, and it was fine. Fluffing out my bow. And then my tails are too long because it's covering up the wording, so I'm just going to trim them back, and then I'm actually going to glue the tails in place so that they stay where I want them. Again, I'm wiring my bow to the sign. Gonna add a jute cord so that I can hang it up. And this was gonna be done. And as you guys can see on the back, this one was going to be another summer popsicle sign. I was going to take it to work, but I opted to do something different, so I didn't finish it. So we'll just cover that up with some craft paper. No one will ever know. And here it is. Home, where troubles melt like lemon drops. This is Amazon dupe number 5 and the last one in this video today. I'm going to be using some more of that pretty cotton twine from Dollar Tree, various florals. These are really pretty. They came from Dollar Tree. It's like a frosted lilac kind of pick. And then this big one that I'm showing you now came from Joann Fabrics. And these are the fun new transfers, rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. I love those. I was so glad to be able to get my hands on some of those. And we're going to be using one of the Dollar Tree wood houses. And this one is bigger than any one that I've seen them have so far. And it was only one left and I grabbed it. So this is going to be a house sign. And again, it's a Dollar Tree. It's an Amazon dupe. And I think it came out really nice. So I am cutting out the words gather and kindness. And then from this one, I am going to cut out the word love. Debating on whether or not I want to use anything from this particular transfer sheet, and I opted not to. I'm going to stick with the actual dupe. So this was a bigger house. I didn't know Dollar Tree had these at this size. I hadn't found them this size before, so I think they're new, but this was the only one I saw. So I took the twine off of it, and now I'm going in with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white and giving it one good coat, and then I'm going to take my floral picks, and I like to bundle them together first before I do anything else with them, before I attach them to a sign or a project of any kind. I like to bundle them first. So I'm just going to bundle them together with some twine, a little bit of jute twine. And then I am going to go ahead and hot glue them in place where I want them. And it's best to do your florals first, so that way you know where your words can sit, where you have enough room to put your words. If I did my words first, I might not have enough room to put my florals, and I might end up covering up some of the word. So I like to put the florals in place first. And because one of the words that I wanted to use, I didn't have it in a rub-on transfer, so I'm just going in and I'm going to hand letter it so that I can stick close to the Amazon dupe. And it says, plant kindness, gather love. So I just wrote out the word plant. And on the Amazon house that I saw, they had just a piece of eucalyptus, like one little tiny piece of eucalyptus on the side of the house. And I thought, well, I'm going to make this my own. I'll stick pretty close to the dupe, but that one little lonely piece of eucalyptus was just not enough for me. So I added 2 pieces of eucalyptus and that frosted lavender and then some regular lavender because your girl loves her purple. So that's what I did for this Amazon dupe. I just added a little pop of color. And now I'm going in with that purple and white twine, the solid purple cotton twine. I have some green and white twine, and then the jute twine. And I just put all those together, and I'm going to wrap them around the house at the bottom. Just using a little bit of hot glue and masking tape to get that secured in place. And now I'm going to go ahead and get my rub-on transfers down. I'm just looking, trying to see how I want them to sit. Again, this one was super easy, and it's really cute. And this one it can sit out all year. It's not really just a summer DIY, but it was part of the Amazon dupe video that I wanted to put together for you guys. And to me, lilacs and flowers and things like that are summertime. So I added this one in as a summertime DIY. And it's really easy. All of my DIYs today, I think, are super easy. So I'm just going in with some purple and some green beads for the handle. And this one's done. Love it. Here is the finished DIY. These Amazon Dupes. Okay. These Amazon dupes are absolutely gorgeous, and I hope you guys will recreate them. Here's the final reveal of everything I made today. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you, and I'm so happy that you're here. Comment down below. As always, if I haven't told you already, let me know which one is your favorite. I would love to know that. You guys are great, and I'm blessed. Don't forget, if you like this content, give it a big fat thumbs up. Share it out to your friends and family. It's how I grow. It's how we get to know each other. And I just want to, craft for the world, I guess. I don't know. I just love it so much. And I just want to craft, and I want everybody to see it. And I want, to have you guys go over to Dee's Cute and Crafty DIY Divas and share your crafts there, because I want to see what you guys are doing as well, especially if you recreate something that I've made. I would love to see how that turned out. It's a wonderful little family over there, and I know you'll like it. So pop over there and show me what you guys are making today. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you again, be blessed, stay safe, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. Bye.